Hey, I'm here playing Mass Effect Andromeda. I really enjoy this game. I'm going to talk about it a little bit as I play it. I don't do that very often on my channel, but this is an exception. Let's get right to it. I think I just got done with the EOS vault. This is my 6th Ryder. So this game released last year after a long wait between 3 and Andromeda. It was interesting following the release of the game. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I enjoyed the game from the first playthrough last March and April till even now. I'm still playing it. I still get on the multiplayer once in a while. But there's a lot of negativity around the game, and I always questioned how much of that negativity was directed just at the game or at BioWare themselves or EA. Okay. Just got done with the vault. Hop in the Nomad here. Get across there. Alright. Let's see, got one of these creatures over here. It's quite a beautiful view. Oh, it's been a while since I played it. About what is this, April? I probably did my last playthrough of Andromeda last time. September? October? I did quite a few playthroughs from the time it released till around 5. Like I said, this is my 6th. Getting back to it a little bit here.
Got them all.
Wrong button. See what I mean? It's been a little while. There we go. That's what I wanted to boost. This is also the first time I played it on PS4. All the other times were on Xbox One. Which is... I usually play games on Xbox, even though I own all systems. I have played some on the PlayStation 3 and 4, but a lot more on the 360 and 1. I still use the 360 for... well, 360 games. I haven't completely switched over to the one yet for those. I probably will at some point. Oops, wrong button again. Alright. There we go. Oops. Man, I have got to get used to this. It's up there. Gotta head and establish our outpost. I think with this character, he's kind of a nice guy, so he'll probably do a science outpost rather than a military.
Is that Drac?
Whee! I like how the Avenger looks too. It has more of a... Seems like it has a different kind of barrel on the end of it. I don't know. Oop. Oh, he's got that side. I like the cat. I know they have some similarities to the Reapers, but I do like them. I like to kill them at least. Oh shit. Oh, that was a little bit of an ambush there. Got me from the side. Fighting alongside Drac here. He's one of, if not my favorite Krogan in the entire series. Both from the original trilogy and Andromeda.
That fight was fun.
You're telling me?
You could really handle yourself, kid. And I hear you're the one to thank for clearing up the sky. Had your number all wrong.
Let's see. Yeah, we work well
You're
together.
not so bad yourself, old man. Maybe we should work together after all.
This fight was pretty good, but you're still Nexus and green as a Drell. Still, something tells me you've got potential. Be ashamed to waste that. I mean, just point me to your ship and try to keep up.
This is gonna be great.
Glad you're so enthusiastic about it, Liam. Alright. Oop.
This is where we'll build our new outpost. A real beginning.
Prepping deployment order. You must choose what purpose this new outpost will serve.
The Nexus doesn't get a say?
Resources are at a crisis point. Protocol states this judgment call falls to the Pathfinder. With current supplies, you could build a military outpost focusing on defense and militia training. Alternatively, a scientific outpost could advance the initiative's research and discoveries.
What do you think? Military outpost or scientific?
I say scientific. Aren't we here to explore?
It's got to be science. Our colonists need to understand their home.
Be advised that the first outpost placed by a Pathfinder
Well, that settles it, I guess.
itself. Fair or not, your choice will represent the initiative and its intentions in Andromeda. Consider carefully.
Prioritize research and discovery. That's our foundation. And our future.
Orders prepped. Ready on your signal.
A trophy. Yay.
Andromeda Initiative, this is Ryder. Pathfinder.
EOC is ready for deployment. Copy that.
Outpost block inbound.
And ready as hell. August Bradley, operational head for this block. Mayor now, I suppose. We're ready to make the most of what you delivered.
It took a lot of people to get us this far. That's the work you'll continue.
I hear that. Prodromos. That's what we're calling you.
They're eager. I haven't seen eager for months. Eos is far from golden. But now it's a producer. A real and reasonable first step. They think you did the impossible. The Nexus. I warned them, hoping was irresponsible. You proved me wrong, Pathfinder.
That'd be
I
nice.
appreciate your candor.
It pains
We're
me.
all on the same side.
That'd be nice.
I wouldn't go that far. The reality, Ryder? You bought us time. But one outpost on a long-shot planet won't stop us from starving. You already have a lead on something else?
The nav point from the vault.
Now it gets complicated. The others are ready to officially sanction your efforts, to be a part of your success. We all want the initiative to succeed, but after failing for so long, no one agrees on how to do it. Be aware, that's all.
Okay.
Don't worry. I majored in glad handing during Pathfinder training.
We're led by the best. Talk to Bradley. Later we'll go over the extended job of Pathfinder. Until then, Tan's waiting on the Nexus.
Alright. Foster Addison, she does walk a little stiff. Let's see. I was gonna add a joke about taking care of that for her, but she's not really my type. So I'll just avoid that. Whee! Well, isn't it lovely? Got another outpost established. Oh, well, actually my first outpost in this playthrough. I'm supposed to talk to somebody. Oh. I kind of always wanted him to show your dad's corpse, like even if he was all asphyxiated and had a look of horror on his face. That'd be interesting. Where is she? Oh, I always liked this up here. They never took care of this little bug, and it was always funny to me. I just assumed she's like high on ship fumes. She just stands here every day and is like, "Ugh, the ship's ferrying in and out. Ugh, it makes me all woozy." Oh, gotta have fluorite. I have never found all of the memory things. I will probably only have one playthrough where I go through and actually find all that stuff. Most of the time and this is true for any game, my first playthrough is more basic. I stick to the main stuff, and then I slowly expand out from there. Second playthrough is a little more, and third more than that. I don't know if I'm going to do that with
What was that?
An identity
Leon here, but
related to your father,
I might.
portions of my memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your progression as Pathfinder, not to a location. Puzzling as it may be, my programming is clear. Locating more of these triggers will unlock the memories. One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion.
I really like the armor in this game. I think 3 had my favorite armor, then Andromeda. And between 1 and 2 I can't tell. 2 gave you some customization, but not a ton of pieces to buy. And 1 had, you couldn't like mix and match or create your own armor, but you could. They did have some neat options. And on the PC they had those console command options, which I wish were in the actual console versions of the game, because a lot of them looked really cool. But oh well. At this point I don't think that's going to change.
Mayor Brad.
Pathfinder, good to see you. We're busy as anything, thanks to you. Bit dusty, but we can adapt. It's worth it when it's your own.
Let's not drive people too hard. Rough enough getting this far.
Nothing you see here came from cracking a whip. Everyone is just ready. You go do what you need to on the Nexus.
That's
Follow
good to
them
hear.
down. There will be more to do on EOS later. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Falks Engineering. With them and my major domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
Texting at the moment. Okay, I'll get back to the video. Okay.
I combed the first 2 outpost attempts. Those people died trying.
And they deserved better from the Nexus. That's where I point the finger. We'll remember. You changed this planet. But that's
There's one thing that
we'll use
the species and races of the galaxy are good at doing. The races, I guess. It's
I'd have been
pointing fingers.
of any of them.
I haven't reached the end of that trail, but not everyone died outright.
Right. They tell me there were staggered evacs. If any want to try again, they're welcome. Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real.
Okay. Oh, I gotta go find that character that caused some issues. Oh, there she is. I admit the first conversation I had with her was, I've only talked to her like in 2 of my playthroughs. I didn't even take out the architect on EOS in some of my playthroughs, but like the first conversation you have with her before it was patched it was a little awkward when she brought up the whole transgender thing. But they patched it out, and I haven't even talked to her enough to get to that point again for her to bring it up. So if any, I mean, I know it was a little awkward, but you gotta kind of look for the problem, especially at this point.
That's me. I'm Ryder.
Haley Abrams, Director of Scientific Research on EOS, and writer of papers that start what the hell weather. But new galaxy, new world, and a really new start. Gotta keep up. How can I help you?
Activating that vault changed the planet. Anything to worry about?
Considering it's world-altering technology we've never encountered before, I hope not. But the storms show no signs of returning, and I know who to contact for remnant tech support. I'll take it.
What kind of research are you working on?
Your basic first in scientific work, soil, water, atmospherics, plus studying remnant tech, because now I need to understand that to survive here.
Of course, I can't go fight that architect until the radiation clears
What do
up
you
a
make of
bit.
Lieutenant Bradley?
Determined as hell, and he has incredible faith in us to get this done. Bradley would carry this outpost on his back if he had to. And we'll make sure he never has to.
Good. Okay.
I've got to go.
Keep up the good work.
Pathfinder, mind giving me your opinion on this? I'm planning classes for our first school, when we have one. Some say we shouldn't teach Milky Way history. All irrelevant now, apparently.
This guy's a bit of a Takai in him.
We were all shaped by that history. Our children deserve to know how and why.
Agreed. Maybe you'll change a few minds. Thanks for stopping.
That guy's getting his career set up. I want to be a teacher. Dibs. And there's a bunch of other characters you can talk to. I usually don't talk to all of them the first time I'm here. No, I didn't notice that. Hey. Hey. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Hello, Kim Connor. Supplies, trade, procurement. Anything you need, I can provide. Though you do have the Queen Quartermaster beside you.
You know Vetra?
But I need ground under my feet, and soon hopefully trade will flourish on Eos.
So how did you end up here, Connor?
Me? You're the Grand Explorer. I fill out requisition forms.
Really? Everyone here has some kind of story.
I left mine back home. Or... Still... Ask me another time.
Oh man, I gotta come back and ask you another time. What? Yeah.
Does the outpost have everything it needs?
The Nexus furnished us with the basics, but that isn't enough for a home. Providing the rest is my responsibility. The labs can't work without good logistics. They'll have it.
Alright.
See you later.
Be well. Come back again.
Everyone's enjoying themselves. Talking, discussing. Guess I'll just get back on my ship and fly away.
Pathfinder, a word with you? Pathfinder. Jacob Minton, Research and Development. My team's just getting set up here, but we've made a discovery you might want to check out.
All ears.
We've put together a blueprint for augmenting your armor plating. Uploading it now. If you can collect the necessary resources from around Eos, it should work.
Is this a sure thing, Mittany, or just pie in the sky?
I have no interest
I like
in wasting
pie.
your time. This could form the basis for armor production across the initiative. Scrounge safely, Pathfinder.
Okay. I gotta go back to the Nexus and talk with all the buttholes back there. Got no time for bureaucracy. Apparently I do, but... Okay.
Ascent is go.
Goodbye!
All clear.
Well, I got Drac. I think it's loading that cutscene where we talk to him.
Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed. That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
We're adventurers. Whatever makes the squad comfortable is okay with me. Let's talk about our success on Eos. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Fair enough.
Let's focus.
Little,
Back to the task at hand.
little bitchy there, Cora.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities.
I think I'm gonna romance Vedra this time.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots. Just to be
With his
fair.
character.
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Helios threw us for a loop. Meaning, we're kind of new at this. All of us. So let's figure out what the rules are now. And try to stick to them.
Sounds good.
If there's one thing I know I can do, it's make up rules.
No one said make up rules. Can we please keep anarchy to a minimum?
Okay, let's head back to the Nexus. PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical. Good meeting, everyone.
I do kind of like the difference between this and the original trilogy is Ryder doesn't have nor really command the respect, at least at this point, that Shepard does, and we're all just kind of here.
Hey, can you drop by the biolab?
It's not a military situation like with Shepard, or people don't have that respect for you that they did him, and I kind of like that. It's a pretty cool looking shotgun. If only I had enough data to research it. I haven't used any of the Ket armors yet. Well, I guess I did for my last Ryder. I think her leg armor was Ket. How much is it to get this? $230. Let's see. I don't think the Angarans have a assault rifle. They just have like a sniper and a submachine gun or a pistol. I'll let it all go for now.
Where's my pizza bag? Oh, how'd you get under there?
Sylvie, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh, I was. scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
It's dangerous. And that's all I see. A mass of destructive, malevolent tentacles.
I can appreciate the colors of coral
Malevolent
cloud,
tentacles.
recognizing that I wouldn't want to get close. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
Man, I know that she won't romance a male writer, but it's like I pulled out malevolent tentacles. I feel like that's worth something. Okay.
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
There's something about coming face to face with something wondrous that makes you want to believe.
Wow. It's wonderful to meet someone who understands. I've had to justify myself so often, as if having faith in the divine invalidated my work as a scientist. As if this sacred could be diminished by the search for truth.
It's good to have different voices on my team. I like that.
Excellent. Oh, speaking of the team, I should update the folks back in the Nexus with the latest reports. We'll talk later.
Yes. A while later. I like a lot of the messages you get and the crew board.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our Vector.
That's probably smart.
I the Vector. That's what I would say if I was commander of the ship. I the Vector.
You mentioned something about helping design the Tempest?
Test pilot mostly. Plunging through the Nemean abyss in preparation for the Scourge.
Excuse me. Because much like Ryder, I wouldn't necessarily know what I was doing.
I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right after all we went through. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Did you hear anything about the Ark back on the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
Cheer up, Callow. We'll always have Director Tan.
That snide little bureaucrat? All the more reason to find the others. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Nope. Ship won't be mothballed. I the Vector. Yes. Oh. Check my armor. My loadout. Charger. Only got the Avenger. But I'm not heading into a combat situation coming up here, so I might as well
You're
talk to
setting
BB.
up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice
I spend a lot less money in video games than I do in real life. I mean video, like in-game currency credits.
Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Should I consider you a temporary addition?
Everything's temporary, Ryder. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field, while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Tackling complete strangers in the Milky Way wasn't doing it for you?
I think tackling you anywhere would be fun. Did I say that out loud? Life won't be boring with you around. I may never yawn again.
You left everything and everyone you knew because you were bored?
No, I came with someone I knew. Then she got bored with me. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown, for the never been done.
That's just the one thing you want me to know about you.
Let's start with that then. Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Tell you what, I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned. Which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
Okay, just work on your stuff. I wish you could romance Lexi in this game, but the options are good. I like Cora. That romance was good. I kind of felt like taking over as Pathfinder instead of her, especially if you play as a male. In my mind, added this strange little bit of sexual tension. Plus, she's got a good butt, you know. That's always important. And the PB romance I did on my second one, and that was pretty fulfilling. And let's see, my third, I did the reporter, and there's not really a scene for that. I think you just have dinner with her, and it's a romance, but not quite the same as your crewmates. And then my fourth playthrough is actually my wife's character. And when I play a game with her, I do the action and all the shooting and decision for her character. And she romanced Jaal. And then my fifth writer was Sierra, and she romanced Jaal as well. So I've done 2 of the Jaal romances. As well as I'll have to do Liam with my next female writer, but I think I'm going to do Leon here and probably another male. And I'll be going back to the original trilogy pretty soon here as well. Okay. Well, I think... Oh, I gotta talk to Cora.
Nice place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
My wife read the book,
Maybe.
Nexus Uprising, I think, and she's reading the Cora one. I haven't actually read any of the Mass Effect books, maybe a little bit, but she reads them. She reads them pretty quick, and then she kind of gives me what I need to know, the important details.
Your biotics always do that when you're maybe stressed?
I got it. I'm good. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some things stick, though. Like losing the old man.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my...
Cora would definitely be one of the more
Your father made
upper
another
tier
one.
biotic characters, higher than Miranda, closer to a Jack Samara level. Arya, maybe. Arya was a very powerful biotic, but she was a bit impulsive.
You were his second in command. Were you friends, too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
I know it's not the same, but I'm a good listener.
I hope you're as good at being Pathfinder. I
Yeah,
said
me
I
too.
wouldn't get in the way, and I meant it. But I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you, an untrained Pathfinder, and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari are. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
The urge to flirt with Cora is heavy, is high. Jaw's room is just space right now. Oh, there it is. Let's see. Oh, I'll have to talk to Liam at some point. He's not that bad. But he is him.
Anomaly detected.
An anomaly.
Probes launched. Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
I like that you can skip it, that they added that, but I do really like the traveling from one side of the system to another. You know, I'm not afraid to admit that I do really like this game and I enjoy it, and I hope there's more adventures in the Andromeda Galaxy. I know there's a lot of negative YouTube videos out there, and those videos always come down to things like, well, exaggeration and all this is terrible. BioWare and EA want your money. Donate to my Patreon so I can have some money. But you know, my videos aren't monetized. I have no ads before them. I play these games because I like these games or love them. You know, I mean, you know, not in the same way I love another human maybe, but I love them. And but let's see. What am I looking for? I guess there's nothing to scheme there. I don't know. I have a job, you know. I don't need to make a clickbait video going over beating a dead horse, basically, and going over what people have heard or seen a million times already. And really, I don't know if I've ever played a game I've hated, and I've played a lot of games. I just enjoy games. It's my favorite way to pass the time. I do it to relax after work, and
As far as the Nexus surveyors could get before, well,
you know, I even
Let's see what's waiting.
enjoyed Shaq Fu
Anomaly on
back when
sensors.
that came out. Makes me feel kind of old now. I don't consider myself the best. I'm destroying. I don't know. I don't consider myself necessarily a great critic, but I feel like I have I am aware of things, and I give things a bit more. I'm fairly lenient with things, whether it's games, books, movies, music. So even while I can say that, yes, this game might have had some animation issues, or yes, to unlock loyalty missions, which I love the loyalty missions in this game. You do have to do some tedious tasks. I still do think that this was a good start to a new beginning in this franchise. And I really hope they continue with it. And I know that was part of the problem when they said there was going to be no more content except for multiplayer for the game, which I enjoy the multiplayer as well. But it was kind of like the people who had supported them felt kind of pissed because it almost validated the people who were not just critical of the game, but actually seemed to hate the people who worked on it or the company themselves. You know, I guess it might have seemed a bit unfair to those who have supported the franchise and really love it, and you know, have loved playing BioWare games for many years now. And it's okay to be critical of things. I feel it's better to be more constructive about it than just outright hateful. Especially if it's something that you proclaim to love, like the Mass Effect games.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syax, Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
Relax, Lieutenant. If there was ever a day to pop some champagne.
Certainly. The initiative's finally back on track.
This is Hirik, one of the scientists from the tech lab.
What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible. But with new scientific talent waking up, we'll unravel those mysteries. The whole Nexus will benefit.
We've taken some hard knocks, but this proves we'll always get up again.
Always.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
Yes, you all won't starve to death on the Nexus. Thanks to me. This guy right here always cracks me up. Like, hey, why did they send you? Look at you. Get away from me. I want to know that guy's story. I cannot get over that hair. I need to know his story. One day I will. Maybe I'll write some fanfic, which I never do. I don't write fanfiction, really. I might have, like, theorized on what the next games will be about, or the future of the franchise, but I don't write fanfic. What? Whee! Oh. Yeah, yes, him.
Ryder's son reportedly replaced him as Pathfinder, taking command of the Tempest in the ongoing search for a home in Andromeda. This is Agent S.
Pathfinder, do you have... Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tvessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakeem, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Towns asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
Nice to see someone so devoted to her work.
That's kind. Sometimes the camera makes people shy away from me.
That's a shame.
Well, you did kind of just slide right into me.
So that's what I need. The truth, I mean. Someone needs to record the history we're making.
It takes integrity to record the truth and nothing but.
Well, I do my best. And you could help me out. The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I was hoping you'd take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Town's looking for. Interested?
Okay, interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
We still have to fix them. Everyone, leaders included, needs to pitch in. Let's be honest about these challenges and how we're going to face them.
Nice. Won't make you popular with the leaders, but it's good to hear. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. This was more fun than I expected. You were great. I'll get to work editing.
Hello, Pathfinder. Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey Ryder, Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Let's hold off on the celebration. We haven't found home yet.
Oh, there's no need for modesty. Success affords leverage over those who doubted you.
And you're my best friend?
A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
I suppose we agree on that much.
I knew that given a chance, your talents would emerge. Deciphering the
Yes.
vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises. And a great one hangs it on the wall. Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
I think my pants are orange, and it's really bugging me.
It wouldn't have been possible without my crew. They're a talented bunch.
But you're their beacon.
Careful, he'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder support.
I have concerns about your decision on Eos, Ryder. An outpost full of scientists won't do as much good if the Kett attack.
But it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed our people.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on. What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Kett are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Ark still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
Oh, goody.
I wasn't really asking for it.
Of course. I support that kind of enthusiasm.
Right.
Ryder, this is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your sister, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbay.
Whole mood of the Nexus has changed,
Pathfinder,
says Eos.
we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
New outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people waking up. It's a fresh start.
Can't relax yet. The initiative still has a lot of promises to keep.
And that's on us. But it's damn good to know we're on the right track.
Oh, the old Normandy. Well, the SR2. Alright, well that's about an hour of gameplay here. I'm gonna do more of these, I think, where I just kinda, talk and shoot and talk over me talking and shooting. So yeah, I'll keep going with this. I'm also playing Horizon Zero Dawn at the moment, so kinda going back and forth between the two. Alright, well until next time.